Hello, everyone.
First question for Paul is what season of Love Island is the bride's favorite?
I would say our first Love Island season we watched together, I think it was like season five. Love Island season five.
Of the US or the UK?
UK, of course.
All right, what song best represents your relationship?
Just to See You Smile by Tim McGraw up until like the second verse, because once the second verse starts, it's like them breaking up. But the song up until the second verse.
What do you consider your first date?
Our first date was our Charlottesville date. We had dinner at Monsoon, Cyan, a Thai place. And then after we ate dinner, we went to the movies and then transitioned into playing Truth or Dare at the amphitheater, drinking Smirnoff Ices. Similar times back then.
What is something that you do that annoys Isabelle?
Refusing to stop at like refusing to stop and get like coffee on like road trips that are less than 3 hours long. I would say is one.
All right, well, what is something Isabelle does that annoys you?
One thing that drives me crazy is when we argue. Like she's such a good arguer, you know, and she's very articulate. And so whenever we do argue and bicker, it's like it's not a fair fight. He's like running circles around me.
Okay, when and where was your first kiss?
So on our first date, said we went to the amphitheater at UVA. I dared her to sing a song, and she basically like serenaded me. She sung "Make You Feel My Love" by Adele, and then after she sung, I like went in for the kiss.
What was your first impression of Isabelle?
Besides the fact that I thought she was absolutely stunning,
Stunning as one.
stunning. I thought she was delusional to even give me the time of day, you know, just like not worthy. And then I thought she was obsessed with me.
Okay, what do you think, in three adjectives, what do you think Isabel's first impression of you was?
She probably thought I was fit as fuck. Um, Disinterested because I was very like reserved, when I first met her. And then she probably thought I was like sweaty because I'm a sweater.
So sweaty, disinterested, and fit in the UK sense or the US sense, is in like in shape or attractive?
Both.
So what is your favorite vacation or trip that you've taken with Isabel since you've been together?
Favorite trip has to be Korea, our trip to Korea. Um, it was our first time out of the country together, and she got to meet, I guess, my extended family in Korea. Got to see like the Korean side of me. got to experience the culture, probably understand like why I do certain things, and I guess like what makes me, and got to flex my Korean a little bit, and
What are you proudest of Isabelle for?
obviously graduating law school, um, being fully committed and taking the bar, studying for the bar, and her new job. Um, but just everything she has accomplished in like this 4 year span of time, it's just really quick.
What holiday do you most enjoy celebrating together?
Thanksgiving in Harrisburg because we have like the turkey trot, and then, you know,
Mm.
like all we're doing is just like chilling and eating and cooking.
And what's one word that you would describe use to describe Isabelle on the day of the proposal?
Ignorant. She had no idea because
She had no idea leading up, and she had no idea what she was getting herself into.
yeah, like we've always talked about going back to Charlottesville and like recreating like our first date, like going to these like landmarks of our like first date, and so it was all normal. And so we went to the amphitheater where I proposed to her, and she was like, "Oh, we're just gonna hang out here for a second," but she had no idea.
Which family member or loved one of yours do you think Isabelle was the most nervous to meet or the most intimidated by?
Probably my mom. The first time she met her was like like I'm not gonna get into it, but she like was coming downstairs from my room, and like it was just very awkward. So like the second, I think she was nervous to formally meet her because there was this like language barrier, and probably she was very anxious about like, oh, how am I gonna communicate with this person that doesn't even speak the same language as me?
Which family member of Isabel's were you the most intimidated by, other than me, obviously?
I would say your dad, Jared. Um, besides the fact that he was a large man, very tall, piercing blue eyes. Um, it was just the fact that Isabel is so like amazing and intelligent, and it's like truly a testament how like you guys were raised. And there's this type of like love and care that I see from your dad that like I strive to achieve, but like in my mind, like I'll never get there because, like he's just always been there for her. And so I guess trying to live up to that is like was like very intimidating.
What are one or two of your favorite things about Isabel's personality or just how she is?
She can literally talk to anyone. She can talk to a tree. Um, she can make anyone feel comfortable. Um, and she's so funny. Like like there's not a day in which I'm like not laughing, like being around her.
What percent of the wedding planning are you, Paul, responsible for? And what percent is Isabel responsible for?
Well, it's been a collaborative effort, you know. I would like to say it's been 50-50, but Isabel has planned the entire wedding portion. I've been planning the honeymoon and I guess some of the rehearsal dinner stuff, but all credit goes to Isabel.
Okay, all credit goes to Isabel, but what percent? Okay, so take the honeymoon out of it.
Okay.
Let's just suppose that Isabel's thinking specifically of the wedding. What
Okay.
percent do you think you've done of the wedding, and what percent has Isabel done of the wedding?
I've done like 1%, and Isabel's done 99.
What are you most looking forward to about your wedding?
All of our family and friends there. Um, just like a celebration of like us with everyone. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
What do you most look forward to about married life?
Just spending the rest of my life with my best friend, you know.
Okay, Paul, is there anything you'd like to say to the attendees?
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the wedding.